Hello everybody, this is Imperator Z here, talking to you after a long hiatus, spent comfortably with the Old Republic, which I'm still enjoying. It's a great game, but don't play it, you should be playing StarCraft! And thank you all for your infinite patience in, well, waiting for me to cast your replays. You are very great for understanding. I've been enjoying my holiday, I still am, and so I thought, hey, why not? Let's play some StarCraft. And I don't think this is GG already, though it kinda looks like it. Just appears as if the Protoss has already messed up a bit on his probe production, but we'll see, we'll see. On the top the top side of the map we have Viper, the most loyal, oldest, bestest of all my fans, whom I've been neglecting very much. And to make up for it, I shall now cast multiples of his games and try to upload them as quickly as possible. What's going on for now? A barracks, a gateway, and workers being produced. There's a chrono boost on the Nexus, so that's good, that's good. And now we wait, while the probe doesn't find, well, excrement. Have I ever told you guys about... If this were lag TV, I would have had a story. I might have had to write it out, but I don't know how these guys do it, but I just have nothing to tell you about right now, because this is very, very standard. I always see Terrans walling off. I still don't exactly know why they do it against Protoss, because the Protoss can pick off the buildings from the lower ground, so it doesn't seem all that smart, but everybody I look at seems to be doing it, so there must be a reason. And this SCV, he knows it. The probe, checking again, yes, the gas is still here, it hasn't been destroyed or anything. And there's another barracks going up. There's really not much to tell for the Protoss right now, only that there's not a 1-1-1, which is good to know, very good to know. And there's one gas. I don't think Terrans take the second gas all that early. Lol, 1 kill SCV. Yeah, it's hilarious. He's killed a probe. I think I saw this YouTube video once of I think it was a probe killing about 20 Zerg workers. The other guy just had no idea the workers could attack or what was actually happening, so the probe was just running around taking off drones, and the Zerg player wasn't doing anything, and it was just sort of mean. It was really sad. I'm making myself sad. And this assimilator, he is also sad. He's being left alone to rot. While his master, he types pro, which he certainly isn't. There we go, let's see what's been happening. Might have been talking about nothing. And indeed, the worker count is equal, with the Terran slightly ahead, which is ridiculous because I have seen chrono boosts go down on the Nexus. I have seen them, at least one. And this pretty much means that the Protoss player sucks. He's been slacking off on his... Now he's queuing them up. Yeah, that's it. If you can't keep making them, queue them up. Okay, Viper, you're not any better. Please, don't queue stuff. It steals money. It doesn't seem like it, but you lose money doing this. You could be spending 100 more minerals for something else, like another barracks or a starport. No, not a starport, a factory. Anything. I'm still wondering. The second gas is still not being taken, which is starting to grate on me a bit. I mean, he does appear to be needing it. And there is a factory now, which will be gas intensive. Unless he's going Hellions. Well, there's not really much to do with a factory in a TVP. So it's probably just a transitioning thing to the starport. Oh wow. Wow, I think you should start thinking about getting an expansion up and then attacking and floating it down or something. But since the Protoss isn't doing anything of the sort either, this is not a problem. Has there been a scan here? It doesn't look like it saw much, seriously. The observer has been noticed. Do we see a turret? Yes, we see a turret indeed. So let's hope those two are gonna meet. The voyeuristic Protoss still just sitting here at the natural, making his expansion and hoping to God there's not gonna be a push. Viper, in the meanwhile, he's pretty much gearing up for a push. Can't see any other explanation for what he's doing, just sitting in his base. And this is what lots of bronze players are very peeved about. If the Terran does this, just sits in his base, bunkers up. Even though that's pretty much the easiest thing to beat as a Protoss, if you can just expand like this. So the Terran actually realizes, I have to attack. I'm not in bronze anymore, I have to attack. There's a Warp Prism, which will be useful if it doesn't get shot down, which at this level of play might very well happen. Worker-wise, the Terran is far more ahead than he should be, because these 36 workers, and I said it before, he should be getting an expansion up and he's not, so these workers are not doing all that much. Of course, a Terran will always need a bit more workers to make his buildings and instead of keeping them at his base, but still 37 workers on one base, that's way oversaturated. Which doesn't matter because he's been ahead in worker count so much that he can just A-move. Best way to win the game, that's A-move. Miso Pro. Yeah, if you look at his money, that's not actually true. Could have expanded twice with this money right now. And none of his buildings is producing anything. And that's because boxing all his units, or he actually has them hotkeyed, so pressing the hotkey and pressing A and then clicking inside the enemy base. That took so much of his 40 massive APM that he couldn't actually go back to his base and build more stuff. He couldn't. So basically we have maybe even twice, yeah, push the button twice, so that's 2 actions. Pressing A, that's another action, I would say, and pressing in the base, that's another action, and you could do it on a minimap if you're really good, or push a hotkey, so that's at the most 5 actions that he would need to do. So he has 5 effective APM for this attack, and these other APM, they should actually have been spent on here. But why am I complaining? I'm complaining because I do this very thing myself. I focus on the fight, which I shouldn't be doing, and look at stuff blow up. Which really, isn't that what the game is all about in the end? It's this. I never realized how cool the probe explosions can actually look. I'm pretty sure all the Protoss do it, but this moment, that's just Hollywood fantastic, isn't it? So I will go on to cast 1 or 2 more games of Vipers, and hope to see you back on the next games. And yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be more exciting. And so as not to miss anything, I'm actually gonna look at the attack myself, because the game was called something about epic micro going on or something. Yeah, so let's look at the attack again just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. I'm sure I never miss anything, but who knows? Who knows?
Research.
There we go, coming from the other side, which is actually the worst side because there's no open space, and the Protoss is microing, microing. But the force fields are still here. The force fields are gonna kill him, he's thinking. But they don't. Yeah, so I guess the epic micro was an epic micro fail, as the young people would say. Yeah, this has been Imperator Z, casting another replay from what do I know what league, and hope to see you back soon.